Last week's episode of The Bad Batch brought us back to Ryloth and the Syndulas, so let's just run through Ryloth's history in the Clone Wars, the political tension between Cham Syndulla and Orn Free Taa, and more as we prepare for the next episode, Rescue on Ryloth. The planet was the homeworld of the Twi'lek people. They were represented in the Republic Senate by Orn Free Taa, a man who spent most of his time on Coruscant away from his people. There he lived a life of wealth and luxury while the Twi'leks on Ryloth struggled. When the Clone Wars began, Separatist forces invaded the planet. With no immediate assistance from the Republic, a freedom fighter named Cham Syndulla rose to prominence, leading a resistance against the Separatists. But they could not win alone. The Republic had to work with the neutral Toydarians to use their supply lines to reach Ryloth, and only then could they offer support. By the time clone troopers finally arrived, Cham was hesitant to trust that they had his people's best interest in mind. Mace Windu had to convince Syndulla that once the Separatists had been removed from Ryloth, a clone presence would only be temporary to assure a peaceful transition of power back to the Twi'leks. Cham was skeptical, fearing that he was trading one armed occupation for another, and he wondered aloud how long it would be before he was fighting the Republic. But Separatist bombers were attacking Twi'lek villages, and he had no choice but to agree to Republic reinforcements. He assured Orn Free Taa that he would not use his position as a war hero to grab for power in the Senate, and the Senator gave his word that the clone troopers would be removed from the planet as soon as Ryloth was free. With Cham's forces and clone troopers combined, they were able to liberate Ryloth's capital city of Lesu. Clones stayed on the planet for the remainder of the war until the Republic dissolved and was replaced by the Galactic Empire. Cham was still optimistic that the men he fought alongside would honor their word, but his wife, Alini, was more skeptical. The Empire established a Dunium mine on Ryloth, claiming it would bring jobs and prosperity to the planet, but Alini recognized the weapons the mine brought with it in the name of security, and feared it would only lengthen any Imperial occupation. Despite their cooperation during the Clone Wars, Orn Free Taa was still resentful of Cham. He used any opportunity he could to undermine the former freedom fighter in the eyes of the Empire. Imperial Admiral Rampart was able to use the feud to manipulate both men into a face-to-face confrontation where he staged an attempted assassination of Senator Taa at the hands of Syndulla. Cham and his wife were arrested, but their daughter, Hera, escaped custody. And now I'm gonna potentially get into some spoilers. If you've seen Star Wars Rebels, you can guess what will happen next with the Syndullas, but still, this is your warning. The next episode is called Rescue on Ryloth. I assume the Bad Batch will be coming to rescue the Syndullas, but Alini will likely not survive. We know that she perished by the time of Star Wars Rebels, and that her death helped drive a wedge between Hera and Cham. She also seemed to be a moral compass for Cham, whose attempts to free Ryloth become more and more extreme in the years after Revenge of the Sith. But that's it for today. Just a quick rundown of Ryloth's political history so you get the full context of what's going on in the Bad Batch. I think knowing its history and tenuous relationship with the Republic during the Clone Wars is important, and if you want to watch any of this for yourself, check out episodes 19, 20, and 21 of Season 1, and episode 3 of Season 3. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.